Hi, I am Mr. John Rianel Ayangco from Mauban, Quezon, and I am here to tackle about issues on communication policy at the global level. To achieve Sustainable Development Goal 4 or the SDG 4 of providing inclusive, equitable, and quality education, a universal participation policy ensures accessibility to education information for marginalized groups using diverse communication channels and languages to promote equal participation. Shared expertise fosters collaboration among governments, NGOs, and the private sector to enhance educational quality through multi-sector partnership and the exchange of best practices. A culturally sensitive communication policy adapts education to local context, incorporating indigenous knowledge and local languages, ensuring relevance and engagement. Lastly, an evidence-based communication policy uses data and research to guide decision making, improving policies and enhance accountability. Together, these policies will contribute to achieving SDG 4 by ensuring no one is left behind in the pursuit of quality education. To address the challenges in implementing organizational communication policies for SDG 4, several solutions can be considered, each aimed at overcoming specific barriers. The first one is inadequate infrastructure. Many schools, especially in remote areas, lack the technology needed for effective communication, excluding marginalized communities. Solutions include investing in affordable internet and devices, collaborating with telecoms and NGOs, and using low-tech options like radio broadcast or mobile learning platforms to bridge the gap. The next one is the cultural and linguistic barriers. Linguistic and cultural differences can alienate students and parents when materials are only available in dominant languages. To address this, materials should be in multiple languages and reflect local cultures, with teachers training on cultural sensitivity to ensure inclusive communication. The third one is the resistance to change. Resistance to new methods and technologies can slow reform. Offering gradual training, highlighting the benefits of new approaches, and involving teachers in decision making can help ease the transition and foster acceptance of changes. The next one is the lack of coordination among stakeholders. Fragmented efforts between stakeholders can reduce effectiveness. To improve coordination, clear communication platforms and regular meetings should be established to align efforts and share resources for greater impact. The next one is the limited stakeholder engagement. Marginalized groups may be excluded from policy development, leading to policies that don't address their needs. Actively involving these groups through consultations, focus groups, and regular feedback ensures more inclusive and relevant educational reforms. To advance SDG 4, ensuring inclusive, equitable, and quality education for all, the Department of Education must adopt communication policies that align with key principles such as universal participation, shared expertise, and cultural sensitivity. These principles ensure that all stakeholders, especially marginalized groups, are engaged in education process and that education is contextually appropriate and accessible. However, the implementation of these policies faces several challenges including infrastructure limitations, cultural barriers, resistance to change, and lack of coordination among stakeholders. Addressing these issues through strategic, evidence-based communication will enable DepEd to create a more inclusive and effective education system that works for all learners, helping to achieve the global goals set out in the SDG 4.